Hello, everybody. The first time I'm doing this, but anyway, let's just get it. So, today I have this. You might be wondering, what is it? Well, this is the Hersheyland Express from Hershey's Chocolate World, which I got today when I went. And it is the 5-piece die-cast train set. So here's a little bit of background on it. So, this is based off of a ride in the place. I didn't go on it, but my wild guess, it is a 4D, where we are joining this, female, with her creation, and that being a train. I forgot the girl's name. Anyway, so as they traverse through different worlds to grab candy and to bring it to the shops. And maybe some high-stake adventures, like there's some person out there that, like, wants to stop this thing. Will stop the Hersheyland Express. Now, I actually went on a Hershey Park train today myself. And it's an actual train ride with, like, the Walt Disney World Railroad with actual functioning steam engines that aren't faked, with actual steam and stuff like that. Anyway, so in my opinion, I would have went the Disney way, and I would have just, well, actually, I would have just, sorry about that. That was a long story. My brother came in. Anyway, so in my opinion, as seen by the Lego train that Disney made about the CK holiday, I would have, if I owned Hershey, I would have done the same thing. Just, like, been one of an existing train. Like, I mean, Lionel already has, like, a train set that they made. Anyway, so, enough of that nitpicking. Let's get on to it. But first, let's talk about the steam locomotive after I get it out of the packaging. Come on, do it. Alright, got it. And it's out. Ooh, this is heavy. Let's first get the steam locomotive out. Finally. Alright. Ooh, the wheels move. That's pretty interesting. I'm guessing this is actually a steam locomotive. I'm just taking a wild guess. Anyway, so this is what the steam locomotive looks like. Despite it, well, not focusing, it says Hersheyland Express. And like I said, the wheels move on the locomotive, so that's pretty cool. Now seeing, this is like a fictional locomotive, obviously, but I have two direct bases I think the locomotive is based on. One, I forget what it is, but it is the steam locomotive, I forget what class it is, but it's for the Hiawatha Express services on the Milwaukee Road. The second is the Mohawk that was turned into, like, a streamlined engine for the Drexel company and, like, as a promotional thing. But seeing by the wheels and the paint scheme, this is definitely based off of the Milwaukee Road's Hiawatha. Anyway, now we go on to the, I'm guessing, supposed to be streamlined version of a coal tender. The wheels move on this one too. Anyway, now for some of you non-train train enthusiasts, you might be wondering, what is a coal tender? Anyway, a coal tender, or water tender in this case, is something that is behind a locomotive, and, well, it's behind a locomotive, and, it carries the coal and water, unlike a tank engine with bunkers. Anyway, this also says Hersheyland Express, and here it says operated by Sweet Expedition Co. Now, seen here, this is number 23, and there's a bunch of candy on the top. Same thing as before. The bottom, yeah. Ooh, it says 1020. Funny reference. You know, I'm not gonna, I heard the copyright. Blue Snow Cloud copyrighted material. Anyway, so, this is the locomotive and its coal tender, or water, or whatever. Now we move on to the boxcar for the first one. This one being the Hershey Kisses boxcar, saying SE Co., which is Sweet Expedition Co., as seen on the thing. MH947323. I like it, though, how it's like a real-life locomotive kind of case, where, like, well, it's on the back, well, it's on the side, too, but, like, well, anyway, it's like, it's interesting how they decide to put detail into this. Like, it's an actual boxcar from an actual railroad, despite the locomotive kind of being a bit fictional. Anyway, so, yeah, as seen with the Kisses, boxcar, it's blue. Now, I don't have any reference images. Well, I don't have any for the first locomotive, well, for the locomotive. Anyway, so, as seen here, it looks similar to the coal and water tender of the locomotive. So, yeah, that's, next is the Twizzlers. There's boxcar, or van, depending on where you live. So, if you hear me keep saying boxcar, just imagine this is like a van. Anyway, also Sweet Expedition, and this is like I said, Twizzlers. There's boxcar. Same thing. I still like how detailed this is. Like I said, acts like it's from an actual railroad. Now, this is pretty interesting. Now, quick thing I want to mention. I remember seeing this, like, Lego-styled, like, dump truck that was, like, a Reese's thing. Now, I don't be surprised if in the future Hershey decides to make their own Lego train, like, with the Hersheyland Express. I mean, I won't be surprised, because Lego won't make it in the future. Despite them with trains, they don't make steam locomotives. I don't even know if this is a steam locomotive. Well, it looks like one, but yeah. Anyway, so, yeah, I don't know if it is a steam locomotive. But yeah, Lego kind of has a tolerance to not making stuff, like, of real food companies, so Lego won't do that, but Hershey might. Anyway, now we go into the final one, as it is a 5-set. With the Reese's boxcar. Now, same thing with Sweet Expedition Company on it, or Sweet Expedition Co. It's basically the first two boxcars, but orange, and with the Reese's Company. Anyway, yeah. 1 second. This is where we get to the comparison of the video. So, with my Hersheyland Express, I got my Hallmark Lionel Hiawatha locomotive. Now, as seen by it, despite its unrealistic proportions, it basically looks the same. I mean, it still has the streamlined front, and the rest is just a block at the end. But the Hiawatha, obviously being a real locomotive, and the Hersheyland Express being fictional. But the wheel configuration is very real, being a 464. Now, on the packaging, it does look like that streamlined mohawk I was telling you about earlier. But, like, obviously they couldn't add the side rods or, like, extra detail for something this small. So, this is the best we have. But, obviously, as seen by it, the Hersheyland Express is a bit squashed, while the other one's, well, the Hiawatha is, like, longer. But they do kind of have the same paint schemes in some way or another. So, yeah, that was my comparison. This was my review of the Hersheyland Express from Hershey's Chocolate World. Obviously, in this case, a 5-piece die-cast train set. Now, my opinion on this, it's pretty good, actually. It looks really swell. In my opinion, I feel like due to the size, it's just like the Hiawatha locomotive. I still have it out. Anyway, I feel like with it, I think they could, like, go well on, like, N-scale track. Like, but, like, for static display, obviously. It's like your miniature passengers could just see an unrealistic locomotive just sitting with, like, some realistic boxcars. Or some coal tender or water tender. Anyway, that's all. Thank you for watching, and have a great evening. Despite recording being over already, I actually just want to quickly say, like, how to couple these guys up. It's like, this one has a hole in this, well, you know, just like this. I think I accidentally said something wrong. I'm not going to rephrase it because it'll make it a bit more weird. Anyway, so, bye.